First, I'd like to thank new subscriber Curtis Moore. Thank you for joining the channel there. And today we're going to talk about a hack, okay, for these Craftsman Easy Walk moors. We're going to look at how to hack when this cable, I think it's called a zone control cable. This is the cable here, okay. Normally has this right here, and it runs here to your blade brake, and then one cable goes here. Zone control. If you ask me, it's one of the worst designs I can think of. But I like these moors. If you've been following the channel, you'll see why I like them, because of the rear self-propel. But what I want to talk about is, if this cable that goes to the blade brake there breaks, this cable is in twos, okay. One goes to the blade, the other one goes to this contraption that I have yet to figure out the usefulness of it. That's why I think it's a bad design. Now, with all of these mowers, sooner or later, and I have 4 of them, you're gonna have problems with this design not pulling tight enough. Eventually, all these cables break. Now, if you've noticed, there's something a little different here from this one compared to this one, okay. Now, you have the 2 cable setup. I've just got it reinforced because it gets loose. But the only cable you need is the one going to the blade brake, okay. And that's the one that will normally break. To replace that cable, it's $30. Now, you've heard my story. The most I paid for these mowers is $35, I think. Out of the 4 of them I have, I think $35. That's the latest one that I've purchased. When that cable breaks, okay, here's a close-up of it. See what it looks like. Now, here's the hack. This cable is just a regular blade brake cable you can find on any, very popular, $6 or $7 online. They come on your Marys, your MTDs, you know, all of those lower end. If it has this little contraption here, $6 compared to $30, and you can make it work. And here's the trick, okay. Here's the original hole that the original cable goes in here, attaches there. For the new cable that you can find online or anywhere, if you have a lot of mowers hanging around, you'll use the hole here, okay. That's all I did. And you can see where it will go to hook up. You can see the extension of it and the travel, okay. Let me show you what it does when I pull it. Actually goes in a lot closer. Now, I don't know if you have noticed this. This isn't the correct way, but to take up the slack, you see what I've done. And some will say, well, eventually the cable will wear out, it will break. You're correct. But if you just want to get it going, and you have several mowers, hey, it's an option. If you want it to look pretty, go ahead and buy the zone control cable for $30. Put it on, you're back in business. I have yet to figure out what this cable does. So when you purchase it, you get them both. And I just can't see the need for $30 if I don't know what this does. It serves no purpose to me. And I'll show you. With this hack, everything I need the mower to do, it does. Okay? We'll test it out. And it stops. So it's an option for you. If you use these mowers and you run into it, eventually that cable, this design that they have here, it rusts out and this gets a little tight, and eventually that cable will snap, either in the inside or the head there may snap off. So to replace that zone control cable is $30, or you can just get your basic cable that's on basically a lot of mowers, has this design right here. Okay, and let's compare it as far as the length to the original. There we go there. So it's not too far off, but that's a little hack to get your mower up and running. And all it needs to do, hey, is cut grass, and the self-repair works. It has nothing to do with the self-repair. And if you've noticed, I've got that cable that runs to this useful piece of nothing just strapped here because I wasn't sure what it would do, so I kept it. But now that I see that it functions properly, I'm just going to cut it off. This contraption here, the worst design ever. I don't know if it has something to do when you use a bagger or what, but just wanted to share that. If you have these mowers that have that system, there's an option to use a basic cable, put it in the hole. It's on all the mowers. It's on this one too. The factory hole. Here's the other one. Okay, I've got 4 of them and I've checked. They're all the same design. Yeah, I hope that helps somebody out with your Craftsman easy walk variable speed that has that zone control cable, which is absolutely useless.